Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Polio Jr. And before we actually start the video, I just want to give everybody a heads up on what I am attempting to do here. So I am trying to do at least at the minimum, at the minimum bi-weekly, but a weekly to bi-weekly update. And it will basically just be a conversation between myself and other YouTubers out there, other YouTube creators out there. And the conversations do not necessarily have to be about YouTube or anything that's on YouTube at all. So we can just go and, we can plan something ahead and say, hey, this is what we want to talk about beforehand. And then there's things where we just do it on the fly and say, okay, we're talking about this, then we're going to go to this. But so I will have people on. I do have people lined up in down the line where I will have similar conversations to what you're going to see right now. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but just trying to start something new. Getting to know other creators on the channel. This specific person that I'm talking to now is somebody that I've known for at least 30 years now. Very, very, very close. I have a very close relationship with this person. So, without any further ado, please enjoy myself and CJ's info on our podcast about Area 51 and planets and the universe and all that good stuff. So thank you very much for watching, and I really hope you do enjoy the video. And I will see you guys in the next video and the next weekly or bi-weekly update conversation. See ya. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Polio Jr. And to my left, I believe, is
CJ's info.
DJ's info. Now, not to get too personal, but I've known CJ for quite a long time, pretty much for the majority of my life. And him and I decided to get together and possibly do either a weekly or bi-weekly, whatever you want to call it. If it's going to be a podcast, I guess that's what it would be. It's just going to be topics that are just going to come off the top of our head for the most part. And we're going to share information about it, topics that are important to us, or that are just becoming more and more popular, gaining more and more traction as we go. So the first thing that definitely make sure you check out wherever you're watching this, you check out my channel, youtube.com/Polio Jr., and make sure you check out CJ's info on YouTube as well. And recently, so Chris, you were the one that actually told me about the storming Area 51 scenario that's happening, and I had absolutely no clue what was going on. So if you wanted to enlighten me or anybody else about it.
Sure. So basically, I actually didn't know about it either. I found out from a coworker at my job, and he said, "Are you going to go to Storm Area 51 September 20th?" And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, September 20th, we're going to Nevada to find out about the aliens and the UFOs.
Okay. Yeah.
So I said, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be off or not. So basically, I looked into it, and I found out on Facebook that there's an actual event where people are saying there's so many people are going to actually go, and then so many people are saying they're interested in the event itself. So I went and looked at it online as well.
Can you pull that up? That because I don't use Facebook.
Okay.
Like
yeah. Yeah, pull it up real quick.
Or whatever, or people that say that they're going to it.
Sure. I'm going to share this real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me get another tab up with Facebook, and then
Well, I see 250,000 allegedly plan to storm.
Okay, Storm Area 51. Let's see if this is the correct one here. I know there's a couple different ones that they have. They can't stop us all, I believe it's what it's called, with the Naruto guy running around.
Did you
Uh,
see that? Because I, because that was the main one that I saw where the he's doing the anime run with like his hands to his side.
yeah, I did. That's actually the original one, I believe.
That's
So,
the guy who made it. That's great.
yeah, let me see if I can. Here it is. Okay, 227,000 people are saying right now that, well, there's members, 272,795 members.
That's
Uh,
ridiculous.
so I don't know where it's showing about because I'm not joined. I never joined this group. I can click join.
Well, if you joined it, would you be able to see more information about it or no?
I get, yeah, I would think so. Do you want to clap alien cheese? What is your occupation if retired? When were you born? What were you before? How
Yeah.
serious are you about unveiling the truth? And then they have rules here: don't report stuff, no hate, no promotion, respect everyone, no feds, aliens and invaders only.
No,
So,
yeah, like as if the Feds would hold up to their end of that agreement.
but I can go to so the
Is there like a going? Isn't there something that says the amount of people that are
yeah,
like
that's what I was trying to look at here. Like an actual like event. So maybe if I'm logged out, but I'm not sure where it shows that people are going. It just says, how many members they have. I guess unless you're joined. So, but here on Fox News, it says now 2 million people pledged to raid the government base. Um, and then I see here on this is another website called the National Interest, basically that 250,000 allegedly plan to storm Area 51. The Air Force says no way. Stupid idea.
okay, are these people just going to get mowed down by the Air Force once they start trying to like hop fences and
Yeah, I mean, I served in the Marines, as you know, and I was in Iraq. And I mean, this is not something that I recommend anybody to do. I mean, if you're going to go there, you're just going to be staring at a desert the same way I was in Iraq.
yeah,
So there's nothing you're going to see except for sand. And then if you cross the line that tells you not to cross,
right, right.
uh, basically, you're
Not
they're gonna rush you.
not what's the other word? Not like I mean, it's technically trespassing, but it's isn't it called something else for the military? Is it something else for the military? With like
Uh,
going on government property without
Yeah, yeah, basically what you said. You're trespassing on government property. It's a highly classified base. It's basically an underground base that people can't see above ground. And I don't believe there's any aliens or UFOs. It's just that it's underneath and people can't see it.
okay.
So, apparently people just want to know what's on the ground, and it's just these, what do you call them, drone vehicles and Air Force vehicles that you can't see.
So
Classified information.
are they going to have so do the majority of people or the guy that even started the whole page do they all think that everything is underground and like what do they think they're going to
Yeah,
be able
right here, if you look at the share title, it says Storm Area 51, they can't stop us all. We'll see a group of alien hunters, 3 in the morning, September 20th, near the secret Air Force base, coordinate a plan of attack to reveal the truth behind the curtain. The
I'm
group will run with their arms stretched behind them like Naruto Uzumaki in the Japanese anime series Naruto, and they'll move faster than their bullets.
this okay. The joke. Well, it says the joke event is hosted by shit
Uh,
posting calls on
Hosting,
shambles, but um,
some guy from Twitch. And
uh,
then
yeah,
283
yeah.
said they're interested. Let's see them aliens. We're just trying to see the aliens that are underneath, you know.
Do you have a? Because I mean, either you can look it up, but I just want to see. I just want to see the guy who actually started it doing the Naruto run.
Oh, it's
Wherever it is.
it's from Naruto. Let's see,
But
is it
you probably just find it on YouTube, I'm sure.
okay? Let's see if
I
we can
can
find
do
it
it
here.
when you have your screen up.
Yeah, Naruto. Uh,
We'll look
who's
up like maybe like the Area 51 Naruto run or something like that.
okay? Let's try that. Area 51.
There you go.
Naruto run. Is that right?
That should be it. Uh,
What's this? How to storm it?
you might have to put it at a lower quality.
Lower quality.
I'll let this ad skip.
Watching silly internet videos instead of
You
working?
might have to put it on
Stop
360
procrastinating
or
your
something like that,
time.
just in case.
Instead, click down here and find a job you love through Kelly.
All right, just skip this crap, and then
Yeah, I don't know what this
so hit pause. What the?
is.
What
Okay.
did you? So hit what you would call?
Okay.
All right, so here's the. So this is literally what it's going to look like. Yep, that's literally what it's going to look like.
Okay.
All right. But people now, what was the set date for that? September or something?
September 20th is when everybody's gonna get arrested, basically.
Okay,
Um,
interesting. Well, and you're definitely not going to that, right?
I mean, I would like to go just the like to see to see the people like just standing there like goofballs, you know. But I'm off on Friday. It's actually September 20th. It's a Friday.
So you
So
have the whole weekend to get shot.
yeah, I'm off on Friday, so we could do that. Um, so you know, I mean, I don't know. Is it worth to go? I mean, I have family, so if I was single, I would probably go, but I'm not single, so I don't think I'm gonna go.
You couldn't just say like, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna go check out these aliens down in Nevada at Area 51." You
I
got.
mean, I guess I could, but then she would have to come bail me out, or you, or somebody, you know.
I
So
would just say that isn't. I think there's like a um there's like this like gift shop that's like kind of close to it, but not super close. Where like everyone's meeting at like that gift shop. I think.
yeah, yeah. I mean, on my channel, I talked about that we need to bring pepperoni pizza and Yingling, because that's important. The aliens love pepperoni pizza and Yingling,
Yeah,
so
I wasn't
we
aware.
definitely need that.
Though okay, so Area 51, that's something that I will not be attending, definitely. So
Uh,
hopefully nobody gets mowed down by the government. Hopefully they just get arrested.
yeah,
But
I mean, I don't think you're gonna get killed unless you're bringing weapons, but you're just gonna cross the line. You're gonna get, arrested. So what's, the point?
yeah, there is none, and I don't
I
know.
mean, if you really, my theory is that if you really want to find out information, join the military, serve our country in the United States Air Force, and you'll be trained properly and given information that you won't be allowed to give out to other people.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I think I think if there were aliens, I think that's a whole different type of a tier as far as the qualifications and where you stand as far as being able to see that classified information.
Right.
As far as that goes, yeah. So I think it's going to be like three kinds of people, maybe two kinds of people. It's going to be people that know that this is like complete bullshit and are just going to go for fun, and that's
Yeah.
it, just to watch everybody else. I think that there's people that are going to take it completely seriously.
Right.
Like, this is like, we need to bust in and show the government, what's up and that kind of stuff. And then I think there might be, I could be wrong, but maybe even people um, that are on the fence but want to see other people break through, or get into trouble or something like that, and see.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like to me that people just want to watch other people do stupid stuff, really, when it comes down to it.
That's what I would do if I lived close to Nevada. That's what I would 100% do. I would definitely stand on the outskirts just recording.
Right, right, right.
But I'm sure there'll be a ton of like live videos on YouTube and Facebook and what's the other one? Periscope, Twitter's live feed.
Right.
So everybody will be live streaming it.
I just don't believe. I mean, this is going to be the last storm Area 51. I don't think this is ever going to happen again after this. So,
Yeah, unless something's like revealed, or if something like horrific happens. I would say if something's like partially revealed, if something horrific happens,
right,
or if not something, but if there is something that where it's just like they can't get in at all. Like, there's just absolutely no shot of even getting close to it, where people do a part two. Okay, well, let's try this, and maybe they're a little bit more secretive about it, and not not having Fox News covering exactly what you're doing. That's like if you were going to invade, if you're going to invade a country halfway across the world, and you're telling Fox News and every news outlet about what you're about to do.
right.
Just saying, okay, well, we just want to make sure we give you guys enough time to prepare before we come and try and destroy your place.
Now, did you hear anything about basically in your area in Delaware County that there was some kind of strange lights in the sky? And this was actually on the news recently in July, the end of July, 11 days ago. Apparently, there was some kind of strange lights, and people think it's like a UFO. I don't know if you see that there. You see that? It looks like a UFO is like flying through the sky.
Yeah.
That was 11 days ago. So people think that these are the aliens that are going to Nevada, Area 51.
Huh.
So I don't know.
I know. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, I know somebody who. Now, this was in the winter. This past winter, so like 2018, the beginning of 2019, that a person that I know and his dad both like swear up and down that they saw something similar to what you had just shown on the screen.
Right.
And
Yeah, I mean, those kinds of things. I mean, they're saying these are meteors, but I mean, who knows? What if it is UFOs? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? You think it's a UFO or a meteor?
I don't know. I mean, if you're saying UFO as far as an alien, I don't know. If you're saying UFO is just they actually are like changing UFO into something else. But
Really? What's that?
they're starting to call it something else. I forget why, but it's ridiculous. But I think it's possible that it's obviously, so it could be something from the sky as far as something that the actual atmosphere is doing, or it could be something that somebody's messing around with. Somebody could have even edited.
Yeah, I mean, it could also be, the Air Force messing with people, like,
Yeah,
or the government's like, yeah, we're gonna throw lights in the sky and mess with these people.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if they want to like if people working with the government would like try to attract attention to themselves, but it could. I mean, that video that you just showed could have looked like you know, some kind of firecracker, you know,
Yeah.
going or fireworks, shooting up and then going in a different direction.
Well, I
And
was reading the history too about this whole Area 51, not just about Storm Area 51. They're saying in the history that some people believe that the moon landing was held underneath in the ground of Area 51.
yeah, I think that was. I mean, that was pretty much. That was like disproven by like tons and tons of sources of
Yeah.
people, like as far as like how like the shadows were and all that kind of stuff, and basically that they could not um, at that time come close to recreating like a moon landing. It just would not be possible. In um, what year was that? Was that 1960?
69.
It was 1969.
Right.
That's when the moon landing was, correct?
Yes.
Because I think it was like 63 Kennedy died, but 69.
19 the 1959, 1969 on the July 20th.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because I know. Yeah, it was 6 years after Kennedy died is
Yeah.
when Apollo 11 was the first one, and then they just kind of stopped and then they did like a couple more Apollos, and then they pretty much just gave up on the moon like altogether, and haven't really done anything that's been like breathtaking besides.
Well, here it's showing they actually Apollo. This is NASA's website saying that they want to do all this kind of stuff on the moon about another flight. And my brother's actually studying to become an astronaut, and he wants to go to the moon. So they're
Mhm.
saying 2024 they want to go to the moon again and do all this stuff here with trying, I guess, live on the moon. And didn't you tell me that people were like buying space on the moon or something?
2024.
Yeah, that's the NASA website. Um, NASA.gov specials Apollo 50th. But I
They,
remember you were talking one time saying that people were like buying space on the moon.
um, if I did say that, I mean, it had to be a while ago. Maybe I had read something about that.
Yeah,
Um,
you were saying they were reserving the actual land on the moon or something like that.
I know, I know that you can. To be honest with you, I just don't remember that. But I mean, it's obviously possible. But as far as I know, people can name stars after themselves. You can get something to name a certain star after somebody else, or even buyers, name it
Okay.
after yourself as well. So, um, but I think that if what's his name, if Elon Musk continued was going in the same, because it seemed like he had a lot more momentum like 2 years ago than he does now with
Yeah.
with actually going to Mars, which is a lot more exciting than going to the moon. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Do.
Yeah, the Elon, the Starman, he's in space flying around in the Tesla.
Yeah, he did that just for fun.
I wonder where he's at now.
Well, I think it's live. I think they have it. There's like a live feed all the time.
Oh wow.
Okay, so here. Let me share this part of the screen here. Share.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, then Starman has found, the UFO and the aliens by now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. I think he's kind of just like circling the Earth, or I
No,
don't,
no, he's talking to the aliens.
because there's some kind of gravitational pull that's just going to keep him
Yeah,
revolving around
but
something.
but I believe he's actually transmitting to aliens. So
I think. Hold on. So this was their um, the company's first private passenger. So okay, they announced that this gentleman, this art curator named Yusaku Maizawa, will be the company's first private passenger to fly around. Okay, to fly around the moon in 2023. To date, only 24 people have visited the moon. Okay, blah 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 blah. I don't give a shit about the moon. I want to know more about Mars because it seems like they've kind of been um, like backpedaling a little bit. Okay, here we go. Mission to Mars. So this is extremely close. Look at this, and this is their official website. Is to send our. So at first they want to send cargo, like a ton of cargo to Mars by 2022,
right,
and they only can do it at certain times because obviously at certain times, Earth and Mars are a lot closer, so it's a much shorter distance to
yeah.
get to Mars. I think it's like 18 months or something like that. And then, so from there, second mission. So after 2022, so I guess they still are on target. They're just getting everything set. So cargo by itself goes first, and then a second mission with both cargo and crew are targeted to go in 2024.
What's this thing about Mars? I mean, are we able to live on Mars or are we able to live on the moon?
Yeah, so the Mars thing is, it seems as though that's the one that's going to be much more
Habitable?
yeah, much more habitable, yeah, more will sustain life a lot better and a lot easier than the moon basically doesn't have as many elements as Mars does. So like I think Mars like technically does have water on it. It's just frozen, and the whole damn planet is basically frozen. And Elon Musk talked about if they were able, not him, yeah, him himself, but just hold the lighter to the surface of Mars. But he was saying if they were able to heat up the core of the planet, that they could essentially, start to from there start to develop an actual atmosphere in
Yeah.
Mars as well.
But
So
they actually found a planet called, I'll show you real quick. It's called Kepler. Um,
I think I heard of this one.
yeah, Kepler. It's almost like called Earth 2.0, Kepler 452b, and it's basically almost identical to Earth, but it's very large. It's like so big, but it's so far away as well. It's
What
orbit
does it say?
385 days in a year. It's
Okay,
5% longer, and it is 1.5. What would we say? Well, it's 1.5 billion years older than
our
our,
sun, which is
yeah.
really old. Okay.
And then if you're on the right, they show you like a diagram of Earth. Here's Earth. Here's Kepler 452b. It's
Oh wow.
just like 10 times larger, it looks like, or something.
Is it that much? Is it that much bigger? Because on this, it looks like it's only double.
Yeah, I mean, it could be double, but
Or-
I mean, I could be wrong. I was just estimating.
Yeah.
I think it says in here how much bigger it is. It says confirm. Oh wait, so no wait. This is what amazes me.
Yeah.
So they found now a confirmed 1,030 planets, right? So you found 1,030 planets, and there's so many galaxies in this universe. So my thing is like, what is this? What is the like mission here? Why do we keep finding planets upon planets, and what are we trying to do here? I mean, I just don't like understand anymore. Like,
I
what are we trying
yeah.
to find? Like what are we trying to do here?
I could be wrong, but come on, autofocus. I could be wrong, but I think they're like that NASA's um, the actual money that NASA receives to do different kinds of experiments and explorations
Yeah,
is absolutely, it's like their budget is absolutely, it's like nothing compared to uh, what it used to be. So I'm looking up NASA's budget. Look at NASA's budget history. Da, da, da. So I mean, I think it's even less than 1% of the total, uh, United States. Out of 100% of the United States budget, it's not even close to anywhere that's worth pissing in. So I think what now the biggest thing they deal with is, um, they're dealing with things where they're maybe working on telescopes and things like that, but nothing
yeah.
even close to where like any manned missions or anything like that as of right now. And let me see if I can let me share this page real quick.
I mean, if you were given an opportunity to go to the moon, I mean, would you do it?
Yeah, definitely. It's only 3 days away. It's Mars is
3 days.
a year and a half away.
Wow.
So yeah, and that's when it's at its closest to.
But when they came back from the moon, they said that the spinal cord fluid, like the brain, actually started to shift because the spinal cord fluid was changing because of the gravity and whatnot.
What in the people that were actually on the
Yeah, the astronauts. So like their brain actually changed shape because of the gravity, pulls or whatever from being in space for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that. I mean, but there's people.
Which I believe it was permanent damage, like permanent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I definitely could believe that. But there's people that have been on the International Space Station for I think for years almost now.
Yeah.
But this is what I was showing you as far as like, this, you see the top ones where, um, you know, in the 60s when we were going to the moon,
Right.
just even have closer to 5% of the total federal budget, is pretty damn high to put towards something.
Right.
So to put just towards exploration, not towards anything that's really going to benefit,
Yeah, I mean, it looks
mankind.
like it went up in 91 and then it goes down a little bit up and then just kind of goes down, down, down.
Yeah, that's all roughly around. I mean, but that's still all 1%. That bar is 1% or lower. But
Right.
in that last one, you can see uh, 16, 17. It's still the lowest since 1958. Is the absolute is definitely the lowest that the percentage that NASA gets from the federal government to do any kind of exploratory research or anything like that. But that's why I like the private companies. Like there's SpaceX with Elon Musk, and
Right.
then there's another kind of like eccentric billionaire who's trying to do something similar as far as trying to go to Mars, I believe. Um, but yeah, it looked like Elon Musk is still on the same track that he said he would be a couple of years ago. 2022, we send cargo and supplies up to we send cargo and supplies up to Mars, and then in 2024 we send actual people. But Very cool. That's when you go to Area 51.
Well, Polio Jr., this was a great conversation about this. I might think about going, but I think my wife will divorce me, so maybe not. But if you go with me, I'll go with you, and it would be a great success, a good story, to have in our memories.
I would say that would even be more of a reason to go if your wife would divorce you. So.
All right, so if I get divorced, then we'll go. We'll plan on this. Bring sleeping bags and everything.
Will do. Will do. So your car is bigger, or one of your cars is bigger. So
Yeah, I got my truck, so that'll be great.
all right, man. Well, this was a good first episode, I think, overall, and we'll see how it does, and then hopefully we do it again, really soon or whenever.
Awesome.
Whatever.
Thanks.
All right, brother. It's good talking to you.
All right, have a good one.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.